In anticipation of this year's Downton Abbey event, Connecting Point contributor Myrna Flynn talks with members of the Vintage Dance Society about dancing in the days of Downton Abbey.
We're basically an organization that is dedicated to the history, the reconstruction of the music and dance of the Victorian and ragtime eras. But in reality, what it is we're a group of people who love the music and dance of the period. We love the romanticism of the dances and the music of that period. And the mission of the Vintage Dance Society is to try and convince the entire rest of the world that social ballroom dancing is an activity that they really want to be involved in. And we really would like to have them enjoy earlier dances. We know many people love dancing today, which we all do, but we'd like them to experience an earlier time.
And I know both of you have been dancing for decades.
Mm-hmm.
Martha, you have danced a variety of styles, tap and ballet. Why have you both sort of honed in on this particular style of dance?
I like this style of dance because it covers a wide period of time. It has a variety of dance types, different styles, different tempi, and my favorite part is that I get to dance in my partner's arms. To me, being held, and especially the waltz is my favorite of whatever time period, and getting lost in his eyes and swirling around the dance floor, I can't think of anything better.
Marc, would you sort of concur with that? Is that your reason?
Absolutely. I would not only concur, I would add particular emphasis. The idea of being able to take a woman in your arms and whirl around the dance floor, and unlike modern ballroom dancing, which I enjoy as well, but I really do enjoy the eye contact, something that really has been lost in society today.
And I know we're probably going to be seeing some images of the two of you spinning around the dance floor here in our studio, and it is truly, really a beautiful thing to watch and experience. And you have been with the Society, or you founded the Society 25 years ago. In that time, Martha, what's one experience that has stood out to you? And I ask this, telling our audience that you have traveled overseas to Japan with the Society, you have led lessons and given presentations and performances. 25 years worth, what stands out?
We went to the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh, boy.
And the first time we actually performed in front of the house on concrete slabs. But being there in an actual home, in the period attire, doing the dances was fabulous. And another year we got to be in the garden, in the center where people walk around. So that is definitely a high point. I think of it frequently. I loved it.
Marc, what about you?
Actually, Biltmore is one of the highlights, and we've actually also had the opportunity to dance in the house. And we were one of the first dance groups allowed to dance in the house in probably almost 50 years. I think actually tours of Japan, where we really got to introduce the dancing that we do to another culture, and the reception that we received wherever we went. We were almost like rock stars. People wanted our autograph.
Right, after the performance, they came with their program, and I've never been asked for my autograph before. I was like, okay. It was funny.
And tell me about the connection. Why Japan?
The conductor of the orchestra, the New York Ragtime Orchestra, is Japanese, and so we were going to his home country and all his connections. So that was how we happened to go to Japan. It's not a place I would have visited otherwise, and it was a great experience.
And you've been there multiple times
Yeah.
for dance.
Yeah.
So we've got a little event here at WGBY coming up called the Masterpiece Ball in celebration of Downton Abbey. And you both will be not only attending the ball, but you'll be performing. Tell me about your role that night.
We're going to start with, at the Gilly Ball, we'll have people dancing as people come in, creating the idea of the servants and the family dancing together. They may be more servant than family, so they'll create the environment of it. And then in the main ballroom, Marc and I will perform dances of the period, similar to the one we did today. That's the plan. And perchance get people up and dancing.
I don't think that'll be a problem. After I've seen you dance here today, that will not be a problem.
That's the hope. That's the hope.
And we need to note also that your participation at the ball is sponsored by the Country Dance and Song Society, which is based locally here in East Hampton.
Yes, and that's how we got involved with it. A friend through dance is affiliated with them, as we both are and as Vintage Dance Society is, and so they connected us and they offered to sponsor, which is fabulous. I'm so excited.
In the time we have left, could you let me know how our viewers might take lessons or take the beginning steps, no pun intended, to learn this style of dance?
Well, they can certainly visit our website and Facebook page, and if they search on Vintage Dance Society Facebook, Vintage Dance Society Connecticut, we have a variety of events coming up, and we try to have workshops with every event. This is actually an unusual event, the fact that we're not having workshops, but we often do. And we are actually delighted to travel. If a group would like to bring us to them to learn these dances, we're always happy to make that work.
Wonderful. Martha Griffin and Marc Casslar, thank you very much for joining us today and for your involvement at the Masterpiece Ball.
Thank you.
Thank you.